Hey guys, how's it going? Matt from Foul Ball Productions here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're doing well. I'm doing phenomenally. Thank you so very much for asking. You're such a polite audience. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So, interesting little story coming out of Hollywood, a little developing tale. I think we all know that tragically, Alex Trebek died of cancer recently, a longtime host of Jeopardy, household name. I think we all grew up with him. Big fan of Jeopardy. Well, my grandmother was, and I'd watch it with her on occasion. It would always make me feel stupid. But it's a good show. We all love Alex Trebek. And I know that they were struggling to find a host. And I guess they had. Now, I hadn't heard that they replaced him. But they did. I thought it was a pretty bold move, pretty controversial move. But they did choose to replace Alex Trebek with Michael Richards of Seinfeld. Now, I thought that was pretty brave considering the climate that we're in and that he's kind of persona non grata in Hollywood, but they went ahead with it. And, you got to give them credit for being bold, and in this day and age, for them to make such a bold choice with a show that's kind of family entertainment, you got to give him credit. You got to give him credit for such a good move. But then I guess 9 days into his tenure, they fired him because they heard about these controversial statements he had made in the past. And I was very surprised to learn that because I thought his controversial statements were very public. I thought it was sort of a viral moment. And when he got fired, I thought everyone realized that. So maybe the people over Jeopardy just didn't do their due diligence. But yeah, so I guess they realized that he had very publicly said some racist things and they fired him. Oh, wait a second. Oh, not Michael Richards, Mike Richards. Wow, that's a little different. Okay, that makes actually a lot more sense. I thought when I saw Mike Richards, I was like, oh my God, they hired him back? I mean, who doesn't love Kramer? Bold choice, I thought. So yeah, no, not Michael Richards, Mike Richards. And I guess Mike Richards was the host of Price is Right or Who Gives a Shit. And he took the mantle from Trebek and became the new host of Jeopardy. Okay, great, terrific, whatever. And then I guess 9 days into his tenure, he got fired for something controversial he said on a podcast. Now, I swear to God, I have dug article after article, and I cannot find what he said that was so controversial. I really can't. I think I finally recovered it, like an archaeological dig. But in every single article, they're basically just saying disparaging remarks, sexist remarks. Okay, I guess if you say so, they're so terrible. Do you think maybe I could weigh in on it myself? That I could just kind of use my own brain to come to a conclusion about what this monster said? I mean, if those comments were so bad, how could he have kept it private for so long? So this is an article from ringer.com, from theringer.com, excuse me, I hate to get that wrong, that apparently broke the horrifying news that Michael Richards, damn it, it's not Michael Richards, Mike Richards, that Mike Richards said something god awful on a podcast once. I don't know. It's so ridiculous. Like, this feels so political because they're just burying what he said behind like so many different layers of the story. Like, it's not in the Variety article. It's not in the New York Times article. It's not even in the Fox News article. Like, there's no quote. It's just that he said something bad. And I guess we're just going to have to take all of your words for it. Like, do you think maybe we could just make our own mind up and be like, yeah, no, I don't know if that's terrible. It comes pre-packaged as terrible. How does that not feel like a completely political move by whomever's invested in this story and getting rid of poor old Mike Richards? Now, I don't know anything about Mike Richards. He could be a monster. He could be a mass murderer for all I know. I have no idea. But I would love to just see what they think is horrible comments. Because if he made it this far, they couldn't have been that bad. They couldn't have been like really off-color jokes or like just barbaric references. Like, it had to have just been something that 5 years ago wasn't a problem and now is. So let's see here. Going through this article, it's just so much fluff and bullshit. Like, they really just bury whatever the actual thing is. Like, you'd think, like, typical journalism, right, is the upside down pyramid. So the who, what, where, when. They don't do that anymore. They babble for like 5 paragraphs and then they put like the what, like somewhere in the middle. Like, journalism is dead. Yeah, it's just a bunch of nonsense. Like it's just listing things. It's like the chronicle of the Jeopardy host. Like, come on, just give me the story. So it says, in recent weeks, questions about Richards have only intensified, with multiple lawsuits dating to his time as EP of The Price is Right, gaining attention after early August report that Richards was in advanced negotiations to secure the Jeopardy host job. The lawsuits, 2 of which were settled out of court, which proves absolutely nothing, because lawsuits are typically way more expensive to continue and prove your innocence than it is to just settle, especially for major corporations. So proves nothing. Focus on the mistreatment of female employees by Price's male leadership, including Richards. Richards was originally named as a defendant in one of these complaints, but was dismissed from the suit before it was settled. So even if the settlement is accurate, he was dismissed. I mean, I'm not defending this guy, but this doesn't, I see no smoking gun. Once the suit was filed in 2010 by Brandy Cochran, who worked as a model on the show, it centered on the discrimination and harassment she said she experienced after becoming pregnant. At the time, The Price is Right had recently laid off several models. The suit says after Cochran informed Richards of her pregnancy, he said to her, "Go figure, I fire 5 girls. What are the odds?" Which Cochran understood to mean that Richards would have selected her for layoff if he had known that she was going to get pregnant. So she just interpreted that. There's no proof. It's a sarcastic comment. It could have meant a lot of different things. I'm not saying he did, but like that's, once again, no smoking gun. After giving birth, she learned that her contract had been terminated. I don't know. I mean, maybe that is discrimination. Maybe she was a bitch. Maybe they're like, let's just get rid of her. She hasn't been around here for 4 months. It's been really nice. Who knows? I don't know. I don't work there. And then I guess he goes on to write a letter denying it. Oh my God. This feels like gossip. Whatever. But the sources who spoke to the Ringer who were granted anonymity out of concern for potential retaliation depict a different reality. The Richards statement also does not align with several remarks he made on The Random Show. The Random Show. Clever. Which he hosted from 2013 to 2014. A review of all 41 episodes of the podcast were available online until Tuesday's reveal that Richards repeatedly used offensive language and disparaged women's bodies. Can you believe the horror? How is this man allowed to walk the streets? Disparaged women's bodies? My God, we know the press doesn't do that, constantly disparaging Trump's appearance. You know, they would never attack a person's appearance. How low and beneath them. In an episode published on September 4th, 2014, 7 fucking years ago, after the iCloud photo hack, which exposed intimate images of numerous female celebrities, Richard asked his assistant and his co-host, both much younger women, as if that fucking matters, as long as they're adults, it doesn't matter, whether they had ever taken nude photos. Oh, you know what? These comments are quite disparaging. I take it all back. I take it all back. What a monster. When his co-host said that she had sometimes taken photos of herself when she thought she looked cute, Richard responded, like booby pictures? What are we looking at? Okay, I'm no longer defending Mike Richards. If you're an adult man saying booby pictures, yeah, you deserve the wrath of hell. Booby pictures? Really? Ooh, risque. Later, he asked to go through her phone, which she declined to share an image with him. He asked whether it was, quote, of her boobies. Oh, there's an audio link here. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear the monstrosity.
Well, okay, let me ask you a question. Okay. Have you ever taken a nude picture?
I'm not answering that question to you, Mike Richards.
Okay, right out the gate. I'm not answering that question to you, Mike Richards. Just has that traditional radio whole cadence and tone and nasally little delivery. Snarky woman in the corner. And first of all, the answer is yes. And the answer is yes for literally everyone with a goddamn phone camera, which is the whole country. So, yes, she has. And you know she has. Ugh.
To it right now to your fans. Have you?
I mean, no, I haven't.
Yes, you
have. Not like naked. I've taken like...
Not like naked. Not like naked. Did someone hire this woman to be on the air? Ugh. Who listens to this shit?
Pictures of myself that I thought
What does that mean?
Cute.
What does that mean?
I thought it was like so cute.
Like booby pictures? What are we looking at?
That's it? That's it? How is that disparaging amongst women? Literally all he said was like, I'm trying to get some details here. Like, were your boobs out? She said, I wasn't naked. He's like, well, were you naked? Oh my God. Wow, this is just amazing. I love this. On another 2014 episode, Richard said the one-piece swimsuits made women look, quote, really frumpy and overweight, echoing the portion of Cochran's lawsuit that mentions Richard's preference about swimwear. So if he's a man who's honest about how women appear physically, canceled, fired, get out of here. You can't work in Hollywood. What, do you have a penis that works? How dare you? How dare you have a penis that works? And then speak your mind about physical beauty standards. Jesus Christ. I mean, nearest I can tell, that's literally all that happened. Was that, I guess, one time on a podcast, he's I don't even know what the accusation could be. It's even more benign than the Gina Carano thing, because at least the Gina Carano thing mentioned Jews, I guess, so they could twist it. All he asked was to clarify, wait, so were your boobs out in these naked photos? And it's like, how is that an inappropriate question? Especially considering the topic was celebrity nude leaks. guys, utter clown world that we live in. Oh my God. I can't even get upset. Like, I don't have like the energy to be mad. This is just the funniest thing I've ever heard. It's like they want to believe men don't exist. Like, any kind of incarnation of a man authentically existing is can't have it. Can't have it. Those are disparaging remarks. They fired him from Jeopardy for those comments, for that little benign nothing. They'd murder me. They would murder me if they knew the things I said. Whoa. They'd be like, oh yeah, string him up in the town square. He's got to go. He's got to go. Wow, that is some story. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today. That was really fun. Please like and subscribe and share this video, and make sure you spread the good word, the good gospel of Foul Ball Productions. And make sure you spread this video so that people learn that they can't be authentic to themselves, that men are not allowed to be authentic to themselves at all in any capacity, or otherwise we'll get rid of you from society. Leave us now. You said the thing aloud that we will not hear with our ears. How dare you? How dare you? All right. Thank you guys for watching. You have a wonderful day.